I know I've got to do like copy links and shit like that, but at least that's started that bit. You can start your score at least. And I've hit the start streaming. Was I supposed to do something else though?
No, that's it.
So we worked out it's because your ladder.
I know, but I bounced on it to check.
Yeah, you've still like a little-ish, but that was the best we could get it to without me screaming at you too bad.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this first and final game of the round robin portion of our 2024 Open Women's Softball State Titles. This sees Redcliffe Navy up against Coral Coast.
First couple of batters there for Coral Coast were Ashley Ross and Hannah Leggett. Tara Staines in now. Watches that one go through, but high and outside of the zone. 3 balls here for Staines. Sally Summers starting off with pitching duties for Redcliffe Navy this morning. Well taken for the 3rd out. Into the bottom of the first innings here, Taylor Evans first up to bat for Redcliffe Navy. First pitch through there for a ball. Ashley Ross starting off pitching duties here for Coral Coast with Paula Wiseman behind home plate. And a swing and a miss for Evans there.
Low inside for another ball. Ball 2, strike 1 on the batter here. And rips that one, but it'll land foul up third baseline. So 3-man blue team for this last round game. We've got Narelle Thomas behind the plate, Ron Yardley at first base side, and David Hill over at third base side. So 3-man team controlling this game today. Two and two the count now for Ross. That one in the dirt, not able to be picked up. No runners on, so no damage though. Full count on leadoff batter here for Redcliffe Navy. Low inside, again, it drives that foul up third baseline. So seeing it in plenty of time, but just hooking those ones foul. And great pitch there, punched up second base, diving effort, gets a bit of glove to it, but can't control it. And that will be a base hit for Redcliffe Navy. Good start there in the bottom of the first innings, their first at bat.
Runner on one now for Redcliffe with Mackenzie Peebles up to bat.
Back live here. Runner on first, let's see if they send it a 2. She turns, has a big lead and a look, but doesn't go anywhere. As that pitch is out of the zone for ball 1. Again, low in the zone, but she couldn't hold a bat back there, Peebles. That is a 1-1 count now. Good pitch in the zone there, goes to shortstop, trying to roll the double, gets the first one, not in time for the second one. Peebles takes off to 2. She will get there comfortably, so got the lead runner and the out, but wild throw, trying to get the double, allows that runner to get around to 2. Have a look at the replay here. The throw from across, down and away, and Peebles takes full advantage.
Shiloh Marlowe up next.
And straight up the middle, second base picks it up, gets the out. That is 2 outs now for Coral Coast, but runner on third base for Redcliffe. See that one driven up the side.
Number 4 batter here for Redcliffe Navy, Madison McLeod. Certainly no stranger to finding that outfield grass, so a handy batter at this point for Redcliffe with that runner in scoring position.
As that one is low inside for a ball. one too high. 2-0 the count here on the number 4 batter. Good pitch there, but well driven out to the right-hand side. That will score the runner, so that is a single RBI for Madison McLeod. Great job, Redcliffe Navy, able to convert that base runner despite 2 outs. Lovely hit over the infield, short of the outfield. Couldn't have asked for anything more from their number 4 batter.
Shortstop Talia Anderson looking to continue this scoring for Redcliffe.
That is low outside the zone, ball 1. So the result of this game won't have any bearings on the finals later today. Is that correct?
Yeah, so we've got
as that one, is driven to shortstop, and a good out there. That will retire the side. Redcliffe taking a 1-0 lead over Coral Coast.
Yeah, 4 teams vying for the number 1 and 2 spot this morning, and it won't just come down to wins and losses, it'll come down to defensive average. So certainly keep your eye out on all the 8 a.m. game scores.
Yeah, and meanwhile this one is just for bragging rights in the end for these 2 teams. Let's have a look at the defensive lineup for this Redcliffe Navy team.
So Redcliffe, Zali Summers with the pitching duties to Shiloh Marlowe behind home plate. First base, Madison McLeod. Second base, Mackenzie Peebles. Third base, Eva Carlos. And shortstop, Talia Anderson. In the outfield today, Taylor Evans in left, Sophia Matthews centre, and Jade Marie Butler rounding it out in right field, with Brianna McLeod, Sandra Holden and Laura Coulter on the bench.
Great lineup there for this Redcliffe side. As I said before, 3-man umpiring, Narelle Thomas behind the plate, Ron Yardley at first and David Hill over at third. As we get underway into the top of this second innings.
Mia Gilmore starting it off here for Coral Coast.
Good pace there from Zali Summers, but up over the zone for ball 1.
We've seen Mia has some wheels on her. When she gets the ball into play, she can quickly turn a single into a double.
That one up and away for ball 2. Well caught there by Shiloh Marlowe. And a little low and outside, says Pinky behind the plate. And that is a 3-0 count, so great discipline in the batter's box here. And that is ball 4. Not the start Summers would have been hoping for, but perfect start for Coral Coast as they have the tying run now on base.
We did see Zali yesterday just take a couple of batters to warm up into it, but then her pitching game finished very, very strongly.
Yeah, more than capable of building into these games.
Grace Townsend now with the duties for Coral Coast.
Bunts that one. First base comes across, steps, throws, gets the out, but job done there with the sack bunt, getting the runner around to second base. Have another look at this bunt. Went a little bit further than she was probably hoping, but either way, did the job. As we have a look here. Did well to control it and get it on the ground in the end. Good pick up and throw from the first baser. As we see another bunt, this time though, too high in the air, caught by the third baser, so not able to advance that runner from 2 to 3 with that play.
So Caitlin O'Leary back in, which will bring out Paula Wiseman with the catching duties today. See what she can do with the bat.
So runner on 2, but 2 out here as that one is up over the zone for ball 1. Great low pitch, cutting across the zone. A little bit too low, maybe inside. Looks like inside was the call. Hard for us to see if it's over the plate or not from where we are. Many years experience behind the plate with Narelle Thomas. And is up and fouled off behind the back net. Ball 2, strike 1 now. Goes for a bit of change of pace, but again, just struggling to find the edge of this zone here, Zali Summers. 3-1 now the count. And gets a piece of that one. It will land foul up third baseline this time. Full count here, 3-2.
So Paul are doing a good job absorbing some pitches from Zali Summers there. Looking to advance her runner from 2 now.
That one gets away from the catcher. That would be ball 4, but it will also allow that runner to get around to 3 and into scoring position. So Coral Coast with the go-ahead run now on second base. Great running there to go straight around to 2 on the walk.
Yeah, we see again when the ball comes off that hard back net, it can go a mile. Finlay Allen now playing right field today.
Great pitch there from Summers, called first strike. So it needs a safe hit here to convert any of these runs and get their scoring opening time being called here. Got the speed up rule, number 18. Is it the pitcher or the catcher?
Catcher Paula coming off.
Yeah, so gets a runner, number 42 coming in to run.
Caitlin O'Leary.
So strike 1 on the batter, runners on 2 and 3, but 2 out. As that one is driven, it's a slow roller to the pitcher, good out in the end. That will be the end of the top of this second inning. So Coral Coast getting a couple of runners on, but not able to convert them to scoreboards. So we head into the bottom of 2, Redcliffe still leading 1-0.
So coming out to the field now will be Coral Coast. Ashley Ross with the pitching duties against Paula Wiseman behind home plate. Mia Gilmore on first, Caitlin O'Leary second. Third base, Tara Staines, and shortstop, Hannah Leggett. In the outfield, Erin Barsby is in left, Grace Townsend centre, and Finlay Allen in right field. On the bench today, we have Caitlin Hodge, Amelia Alford, and Leanne O'Leary.
Just wait for these players to get through the last of their warm-ups.
So starting off here for Redcliffe, Eva Carlos.
Called first strike there. That one is outside for a ball. That is up over the zone. Ball 2, strike 1 now. As we just do a quick check-in on scores around the grounds, we've got Brisbane White playing Redlands Green. It is currently 0-all in the top of the second. So that one is low outside the zone for a ball. And we've also got Wynnum playing Far North Queensland. And Wynnum is up, as we see, ball
Takes
4
a
there.
walk. Pitches Ali Summers now. Runner on 1 for Redcliffe, looking to extend their lead in this bottom of the second innings.
That is up high of the zone for a ball. And rips that one. It goes foul up first baseline though. Just see a dry ball coming in. Still a bit of dew out on the outfield in this first game of the morning while the sun comes out and livens it up.
Certainly was quite dewy this morning, and a bit of fog driving up to Caboolture for us.
But a 0-all game over on the other diamond between FNQ and Wynnum as she goes around for the short one, pulls out of it because it was below the zone.
Plate umpire asks, but did not bring her hands around on that one.
Yeah, catcher requested the check there. Brisbane Red also leading New Zealand 1-0 so far in the outer diamond. So all those games very close. So we see a short one, but it'll roll foul.
Yeah, as we said earlier, it's not just about wins and losses this morning. The defensive is going to be incredibly important to determine who finishes not just 1 and 2, but 3 and 4 as well.
Absolutely. Top 4 will go through to finals. We will bring you the 1 versus 2 preliminary final, I believe.
I think so.
As well as obviously the state championship. As this one's driven to third base, goes for the force out at 2, but the throw is off. And that will be a safe at 2. So runners now on 1 and 2 for Redcliffe Navy. Coral Coast just not quite getting the execution here first up this morning. As we have a quick look at this replay while coaches give signals to the batters. See here, did well to pick it up, turned, went the right way, but the throw was behind second base. So we are back live now. Runners on 1 and 2, none out. Swing and a miss there.
Jade Marie Butler, our right fielder today, just unable to connect on that pitch from Ross.
That is a called strike low in the zone. 0 and 2. So Ashley Ross well ahead in this count, doing a great job.
So Butler also, with a bit of speed behind her, can easily get to first just on an infield hit in the right spot.
As that one is skied. We hear the call from the plate umpire. Infield fly, batter is out. Because there was a force to 3 and less than 2 out, anything that can be caught by the infield will automatically be out. So batter is out. Runners stay on 1 and 2.
Sophia Matthews finishing up the lineup for Redcliffe.
So 1 out, runners on 1 and 2. Redcliffe looking to extend that narrow 1-0 lead here in the bottom of 2. And that one low below the zone for ball 1.
Saw Sophia come in for a pinch hit at the end of the Redlands Green game yesterday. Sending it out to the outfield, unfortunately caught, but can send the ball away.
Low below the zone there for ball. 2-0 the count here. Good pitch there on the outside for a called strike. Ball 2, strike 1 now. Comes around short. Cannot keep that in fair territory though. And that will be a 2-2 count now. Great pitch. Slight change of pace there by the looks of it from Ross. And just enough to mess up the timing for the batter as that one is fouled away. Count remains 2-2.
So Redcliffe still with those runners on 1 and 2, only one away, looking to extend their lead.
Goes for that low outside corner, but a little bit too low, I think. Maybe a bit outside as well. Full count now. Runners on 1 and 2. Great pitch, and that is pushed to second base.
Takes the
Goes
tag.
the tag. Can't get the second out. Wisely decides to hang on to it and not risk those overthrows. So, 2 outs now for Coral Coast, but runners on the corners on first and third. Smart play there from Coral Coast second baser.
And back up the top here with Taylor Evans. Got herself on with that hit through second base first innings.
Safe hit here. It should see Redcliffe extend that lead. Coral Coast only needing to get 1 out though, as that one is skied high. It's going to go into centre left.
Oh,
No, neither can get it. Slightly overrun perhaps, and great base running there for the runner on first to get all the way home. So 2 runners score, a double for the number 2.
Taylor Evans.
Taylor Evans, great job there from Redcliffe as they jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, just a little bit of unfortunate miscommunication there, I think, between left field and centre.
So yeah, centre field, I think, overran it a little bit, ended up over her head, was charging in on it, trying to get to it.
But Mackenzie Peebles in now, runner on 2.
Oh, that's a great pitch from Ross to get ahead in this count early, 1-0.
Naka last time through shortstop, but then managed to turn it into a 2 base on an overthrow.
And that one is ripped out down towards right field. It's going to land fair. Great single there from Peebles. It's a single RBI too. Runner on 2 gets all the way home. And Redcliffe further extend that lead out now to 4-0 in the bottom of the second. These runs do hurt that little bit more with 2 out.
Catcher Shiloh now ground out through second base last time.
Runner on 1 here. Can they continue this 2-down rally? Good pitch there from the Coral Coast, number 1.
Big swing there from Shiloh.
Yeah, that's a great pitch. Looked very enticing about halfway down and just died on the batter. Oh, that's a rip out to left field. It's going to get past the fielders, have to turn and chase. Peebles turning, coming home, Great running there, and a stand-up double for the Redcliffe catcher, Shiloh Marlowe.
And Redcliffe just extending that lead further and further in this innings.
She absolutely turned on this pitch. Have a look at that. Cleared the front foot. It was an inside pitch and just let it rip. Fantastic job there from the catcher.
Time just called. Coral Coast coming together in the middle just to maybe try and put a little stop to the momentum that Redcliffe seemed to be picking up here.
Yeah, a lot of these runs have come with 2 out. It is a tough pill to swallow when any runs come across the plate once you've got 2 out.
And doesn't help that we've got Maddie McLeod coming in next for Redcliffe with that beautiful punch out to right field last at bat.
Yeah, if she can hit anything similar to that, we probably will see another run scored. That is fine outside for a ball. Thought she might have been tempted with that one.
Yeah.
Thrown up there, but outside the zone. And good team batting there. That's why she's out there and we're not.
Exactly.
And she turns on that one, gets a better one. Centre right again, the outfield.
She turns for 2. She's having a look. She's going to go for 3 on this one. Absolutely, she should.
No, she's sending her home.
I'm gone.
She will get all the way home. Fantastic run there. Just the throw from the outfield, missed the cut, and that was all the invitation that Maddie McLeod needed. Have another look at that hit. That was an absolute corker. Thought she might have swung at the first one. Smartly waited for the next pitch, which was even better for her. Absolutely ripped it through centre right.
So Coral Coast are going to need to dig in here to get this 3rd out.
Redcliffe really starting to turn the screws here. Up 7-0 in the bottom of 2. Putting on 6 runs in this innings already.
Coral Coast did get the better of the next batter in, Talia Anderson, grounding out through shortstop.
That is inside for ball 1. That one hit into her own leg. That will be a strike, 1-1.
Definitely going to have a number of players with those matching ankle bruises and foot bruises after this weekend.
Absolutely.
High and away outside. Redcliffe just content to sit and wait for those perfect pitches to come in.
As this one is deep, no, shallow, sorry, and shortstop. A good catch by the shortstop. And they retire the side there, but not before Redcliffe put on a massive 6 runs, heading into the top of the 3rd. Coral Coast trailing 7-0.
Number 9 batter in now for Coral Coast, Erin Barsby.
That is a great start there from Zali Summers. Called first strike. Swing and pops that one high. Short, second base calls for it. And that is the first out for batter with the number 3 on the back of the shirt.
Yeah, Erin Barsby.
We'll bring in Ashley Ross, I believe.
Yep, back up the top.
That is up and in for ball 1. Quick score check around the grounds. It is still a 0-0 ball game with Brisbane White against Redland Green. Brisbane Red still leading New Zealand 1-0.
And chops that one straight up the middle to get herself comfortably on first. Good rip there from Ashley Ross.
Lovely round ball straight through the infield. You know you're seeing the ball well when you can hit it straight back past the pitcher. Timing is impeccable.
Leggett now caught in centre field last time, so she will be looking to put the ball on the grass and bring Ross around.
Drops a short one. That's a beautiful
Great
bunt. Third base not in time. So not only does she push her runner around, she herself gets safe. That is an absolute cracker of a bunt. Look at the position of that bunt. It just slow rolled. Fantastic job there.
Yeah, and
from
the
Leggett.
excellent wheels there of Hannah. So Coral Coast now, runners on 1 and 2. Tara Staines coming in.
Well, that is
Ducks
up
out of
and
the way
in.
of that one.
Catcher can't.
And
Oh no, it's a
yep.
wild throw. Runner's going to come home. And
Well
Coral
done.
Coaster on the board. Runner on 2 doesn't move, however. Great job there. Coral Coast open their account here in the top of 3 with a little bit of sloppy fielding there from Redcliffe Navy. 1-0 the count here, back on the batter. That is up and in for a ball.
Tara with the fly out to second base, first go round.
And that one is fouled off onto the roof of the clubhouse.
A nice hit behind the runner will certainly help with the speed of Leggett there on second.
Anything in the outfield, you're looking at her coming home potentially. As this one is shot towards right field, but again on the roof of the clubhouse.
Just making sure the canteen hasn't gone to sleep, I think.
Two and 2 the count, runner on 2, only 1 out for Coral Coast. Great opportunity here. Lovely pitch, that's skied into towards second base. Macca comes around, takes a good catch. And that is the second out here. Runner is still stuck on second base. Have another look at that catch. And Sky, she would have been looking directly into the sun as well, Mackenzie Peebles. You can see there. Uses her glove to shield her eyes a little bit.
Yeah, great job. So Mia letting that one go through for a ball. Got the walk last time.
Yeah, that one was high over the zone. Pretty easy decision. Can Coral Coast give some payback here to Redcliffe, put some runs on with 2 out? That is a beautiful pitch from Summers. Outside of the plate for a called strike.
Yeah, as we said earlier, Summers just warms up into these games and gets better and better.
And that one's just a little high above the zone. Remember, the entire ball needs to be below the sternum. That is the strike zone. Up and over again for ball 3, strike 1 now. Oh, and a delayed steal there from Leggett.
Great work.
Yeah, just caught the Redcliffe team napping slightly.
So time just called here by Redcliffe.
Yeah, third baser calls time, brings in her infield, give them a bit of a rev up. With 2 down here, 3-1 count. As we have a quick look at the scores around the grounds, we've had a break in the deadlock in the Brisbane White Redland Green game. Redlands Green putting the first run on the board, leading Brisbane White 1-0. Winner of that game pretty much secures themselves a position in the top 4. So big game for those two teams. And a swing and a miss there. Great pitch for strike 2. Full count now here.
So Gilmore going to be looking for that pitch that can bring Leggett home.
Oh,
And that
great
was
outside
not
corner. That will retire the team. Great job there from Summers to get the work done as we head into the bottom of 3. Redcliffe leading Coral Coast 7-1. That one's outside the zone for ball 1.
Eva getting the walk last time.
That is a swing and a miss. Went chasing that low pitch. She'd probably like a time over on that one. But in the end, 1-1 the count. She still gets 2 more chances here in the batter's box. Outside for Ashley Ross. Good height, just off the plate. So ball 2, strike 1 now. Goes to that low one, just a little low there from Ross. 3-1 now the count.
Just see Ross shake her head a little bit there. She knows she only just missed that one.
That is skied towards the right-hand side. Again, Peebles
Great
has a go,
effort.
but can't quite get it. Runner's going to go to 2. Sorry, wrong team.
Yep.
Second base. Second base for Gold Coast has a great effort. Can't quite get there, though.
Yeah.
That one.
Caitlin O'Leary, we saw her do a couple of dives and stops yesterday and Friday, but unfortunately made a lot of ground up, but just couldn't quite get there in the end.
Fantastic effort. But end result, runner on second base for Redcliffe.
Zali Summers watches that one go through.
Low inside, ball 1. That is up outside the zone. Well taken behind the plate there from Paula Wiseman. keeps that runner honest at second base. 2-0 the count now, is that right? Or 1-0? 2-0, sorry. And chips one up the line, well caught by first base, charging in when she saw that bat come around. Put herself in a fantastic position to take that catch. That was beautiful work. Let's have a look at the replay on that one. So trying to push that run around to 3 with the short game, was not able to do it.
Slowly coming around, pops it up, and Gilmore just made up the ground needed.
That one is low and inside for ball 1 as we're back live.
Butler with the infield fly.
And skies that one. It's going to land safely behind the back net for a strike. 1-1. The count now. That one too low. Ball 2, strike 1.
Carla's still on second base, waiting to be advanced if she can.
Tries to just guide that one in, Ross, but can't get the release point right, and it ends up high and outside. 3-1 now the count. And that one pushed through second base. No mistakes there. Records the out. But runner does advance to third in the process.
And we are at the number 9 batter in the Redcliffe Navy lineup this morning.
See that regulation out from 2nd to 1. Back live now. Catcher just making some running repairs.
And Matthews in the box.
Tries to guide that one to the outside corner. Does a great job there, Ross. Clipping that outside corner for a called strike.
Yeah, beautiful little pitch.
So Coral Coast will be on their toes here with 2 out. Redcliffe put a number of runs on them last time, but Ashley Ross jumping out to an 0-2 lead in this count now.
Yeah, great movement there from the Coral Coast battery. 1 out on the very edge of the batter's batting zone and then follows it up with a really tight inside.
0-2, got some pitches here. Waste no time though. That is a slow roll at a 1. Ross cleans up and gets the out from her own fielding as we head into the top of 4. Coral Coast are trailing Redcliffe 7-1. Top of 4 here. Coral Coast v Redcliffe, playing for pride, and that's a lovely pitch from Summers for a called first strike. And that one is punched straight down the throat of shortstop though, as the first out is recorded here in the top of the fourth innings. Drops the short one, rolls it up third, picks it up, fires it off. Good job there. The speediness of number 42 for Coral Coast, not enough to beat that throw, as Redcliffe get 2 quick outs here.
Wiseman taking the walk. Sorry, Wiseman into bat. Got the walk last time, but then managed to turn and take a second base.
As that one is up and in for 4-1. That was well up and in for the second ball. And can't find that zone here, Zali Summers. That is up and away. 4 balls. She'll take a walk.
They keep an eye on her this time though and keep her just to first base.
Next batter in for Coral Coast with a runner on 1. Oh, that gets away from the catcher, allows the runner to steal 2. Straight away, Coral Coast able to put that runner in scoring position. So Summers just needs to reset a little bit here.
Yeah, Alan just let that one go through, and it was all it took for Wiseman to take off to second.
And that is just too high, it says Narelle Thomas behind the plate. Remembering, whole ball needs to be below the sternum. Oh, that's a great correction there from Summers. Rips that one across high inside, called strike.
Yeah, beautiful pitch there. Alan didn't even look like swinging at that one. Bart has a chop the second time round.
So that one also makes it onto the clubhouse roof.
Sent quite a few balls over that way this morning already.
2-2 the count here. Runner on 2 and 2 out. 2 is the theme.
You and your 2s.
2 is the theme of the weekend. That is below the zone for a ball. Full count now.
Yeah, good eyes there from Alan, not being tempted into that one out of the zone.
Oh, that one's
Ouch.
come off. Oh, come off the. I thought it came off the end of the bat. But no, it's come off the body and she'll get the walk. Thought it might have been the hands.
They are asking the question, Redcliffe, to see whether it did come off her hands.
But anything, as soon as it's the wrist or higher, it's going to be, yeah, Pinky, the plate umpire, points out and says, I believe it hit the wrist. And Redcliffe coach happy with the decision, happy enough anyway.
We'll accept it.
Yeah, good enough to ask the question, but we'll accept the answer and keep going in this game. So new batter in, runners on 1 and 2 with 2 out. Great pitch across the bottom of the zone for a called first strike.
Barsby with the fly out through second base. Last bat.
And low across the bottom of the zone. Just changed the pace, same spot, but change of pace there, and it was beautiful work. So jumps out to an 0-2 lead. See that a number of times from Summers. And tries to entice her with the rise ball, able to hang off it, is she?
Question asked and no swing.
So pulled out of that one well.
Yeah, well done. Great pitch from Summers though. Nothing wrong with that one at all. Straight through, and Erin caught watching for the third out.
Heading into the bottom of 4, Redcliffe leading Coral Coast 7-1.
And straight into it with a swing from Taylor Evans, but strike one. Found that gap between centre field and left field last time round.
And looks straight for that gap again, this time between second, takes it out to centre. Lovely ground hit. First base runner now for Redcliffe Navy.
Evans proving to be just what you want in your lead-off batter for Redcliffe. 3 at bats, 3 on base. Macca in now. Also been on base both at bats. Last time hitting through right.
And that's up and away for ball 1.
Ooh, Evans took that potentially a little casually, but still managed to get there in time.
I think I messed up for the viewers at home there. Apologies, flicked the camera just at the wrong time. Oh,
Just snuck it in.
tough call. Looked fairly simultaneous, to be honest. And that is a fly to second base. Takes the catch, and they will record the first out.
Shiloh now with that double through left field last time.
That is low below the zone for ball 1.
A repeat will pretty certainly score the wheels of Evans.
That one fouled off behind the fence. So just looking at the scores around the grounds, as the ladder currently stands with the games in the positions they are, FNQ will retain top spot and Brisbane Red will stay in second. But as I said, that can change as these games go on. That one's in the dirt, kept it in front nicely, runner forced to go back to second base. That one is fouled off, up and away.
I'm guessing someone hit a home run on one of those back diamonds.
As this one is grounded to third base. Decides to hold the runner instead. And Coral Coast not recording the out, holding the runner at 2 instead. Not sure what would have been the better play there, to record the out and allow that runner to get into scoring position or not.
Particularly as Madison McLeod is now stepping in here.
So 2 runners on. It is a force to 3 with 1 out. Can they roll a double here, Coral Coast?
So Maddie with the home run last bat.
As this one is punched up the first baseline, foul.
Both her hits heading that right field line. So behind your lead runners, always a great place to put the ball as a batter.
Strike 1, the count. That is up and away for 1-1. Punches that to third base. She'll go back, touch her base, get the second out, tries for the double, can't get it. So they do get the lead runner. That's 2 out now. Runner's still on 1 and 2.
Two down here for Redcliffe. 2 runners on. Talia Anderson looking for her first safe hit of this game.
That's a beautiful pitch there for a called strike. That is punched through. She'll find the gap, not quite. Rockets it across the run. Great stretch. Called
not quite
safe.
enough.
Not sure if it was off the base or not in time. Redcliffe coach is gonna... No, not Redcliffe coach. Redcliffe coach comes out to have a chat to her player. They did score a run in the process of that.
Tell you what, that was almost the full splits by Gilmore on first base then, but just not
Let's have
quite
a look
enough.
at the replay here. Yeah, not in time, I think. She did well, got the stretch, but the throw just wasn't quite in time. So runners on 1 and 2. That was ball 1.
Carlos now. A walk and a double through right field so far.
It is up and away. Ball 2.
Nice big jump from Maddie McLeod on second base there as the lead runner. She is keen to come home.
Oh, dropped the ball there, the catcher, but didn't go far. Three and 0 the count here. Can Ross come back in? Will the batter be tempted if it's a nice fat strike? Fat strike it is, but good team batting there, letting that one go through. Making the Coral Coast pitcher put some more in the zone for her. 3 and 1 at the count here. Bottom of 4, 2 out. That one's in the dirt. That will be ball 4. Bases are now loaded for Zali Summers to step into the batter's box.
So Zali looking for a good solid connection here.
That's low and a little bit too low. Ball 1. Any safe hit will score here. Coral Coast have the opportunity for a force out on any base though, as this one is fouled off. 1-1 the count now. Pitcher versus pitcher, always that little extra battle.
It is your favourite.
It is my favourite. I love watching pitcher on pitcher. See what Zali, she shortens up early here. Pulls back, or watches that one go over the zone for a ball. I think it's like when you're watching the cricket and you see the bowlers come in for a bat. Any runs they score just seem to be that much more painful for the bowlers. And punches that one to second base. Oh, a little error. Can she get the out still? Oh, another error at 1 as well. And 2 runners will score as a result. Runner's going to 3, slides in, gets there. Runner goes to 2. There was a lot happening in that play.
Glad I'm not scoring.
In the end, 2 runners score, I believe.
Yeah, 2 runners scored. Runner on
Second
3
and
2. Yep.
Yeah. As we see the speed up rule come in. Let's have another look at that. That was just a little bit of everything going wrong with Coral Coast there. When it's not your day, it's not your day. See, a grounder to second base, gets a little fumble, but she still gets it in time, rips it off, but first baser just took her eyes off the ball for a second. And we see the second runner come in as a result.
Yeah. I think always tough on first base. If you start your stretch a little too early, it's hard to come back out of that and follow those high balls up.
And another challenge here for Coral Coast now is that runner on 3, that is the walk-off run. So with the mercy rule in play, but they do have 2 outs. So all they need to do here is focus on the batter. If they can get the batter out, they will live to fight for another innings. And it's up and away for ball 1. That one's below the zone, 2-0 the count now. And that is skied. It's going up a long way. Catcher, no, Ashley Ross calls for it, gets the catch. Good job there from the pitcher. So they do avoid that walk-off. But straight away out of the frying pan and into the fire now. They need to put on at least 3 runs. They need 3 runs here to keep this game alive as we head into the top of 5th. They are trailing 10-1. Top of the 5th here, Coral Coast needs to come out firing. And that is a great pitch from Zali Summers. She's come out firing here.
So starting up the top here, Ashley Ross punched it up that centre line last time at bat.
That is floated up over the zone for a ball. 1-1 the count here. And a great pitch right across the bottom of the zone there. That is a great pitch, just cuts in at the batter. I love that pitch from Zali Summers. Almost looks like an angle of a left-hander, the way it cuts across.
Yeah.
And it gets her in the end with a great third strike. And that is 1 out for Redcliffe.
He's been out.
Players just having a quick chat. I think Coral Coast was actually called time there to have a chat to her batter. Top of 5th, 1 out here. Desperately wanting a base runner or 2. Ideally 3. But we'll start with 1 here for Coral Coast. That is up and away. Able to hold off the swing nicely.
So Leggett putting the short one down but beating the throw last bat up that third baseline.
And goes for that low off speed. Can't hit the corner though.
But I think she will certainly be swinging this time. It was a fly out to centre field first at bat, looking for the grass now on this occasion.
And a big swing.
I think she was looking for the fence with that one.
Does that count as a commentator's curse?
I think
It
probably.
might. Yeah.
Look, the way I go, it probably is.
Ball 2, strike 1 here. And can't tempt her twice though. 3-1 at the count now. So advantage batter. What can Summers do here? What she can do is put an absolute ripper through the middle of the zone for a called strike. 3-2 the count now. Fouls that one off up third baseline.
So Leggett just bringing the bat around a little too quickly for the speed of that pitch.
Full count now, 3-2. Gold Coast chasing a base runner. Redcliffe chasing their second out of this 5th innings. Oh, that's a great pitch. Left wondering there. Absolute ripper from Summers. No doubt that one cut across the zone here. Absolute perfection. Cannot let those ones go, especially with 2 on.
Staines now both outs through Peebles at second base.
And she does a half chop, tries to pull out of it, but ball finds bat for strike 1. And that one too high, 1-1 at the count now. And it flows high. Oh, just a ricochet from off the third baser, and she will be safe. So Coral Coast with a little glimmer of hope here. Can they start a 2-down rally? It all starts with a little bit of luck and a lot of good softball. As we see Coral Coast runner on 1 now. 2 out for Redcliffe Navy. Can they shut this down? That is well outside for ball 1.
Gilmore got caught looking last at bat. I'm pretty sure she will not want to do that again this time round. Big swing.
Swing and a miss. I think that's 2 commentators' curses.
Hey, she swung.
Coral Coast might want to come and have some words with you later.
I think every team is going to want to come and have words with me later.
1-1 to count here. 2 down for Redcliffe. That is well above the zone. It cannot tempt her there. Ball 2, strike 1. Just outside. No.
Oh, no.
Great pitch from Summers. Just a bit of theatre there from Pinky behind the plate. Just
Absolutely.
making us wait for it.
Sometimes it's just sitting and replaying it in your mind and re-watching it.
2-2 the count. Oh, it has a go at that third one. Ugly throw to 2, but in the end gets the job done, and that will be game. So, Redcliffe Navy taking out Coral Coast 10-1 in this last round robin game. As we watch that replay, before we sign off, let's just do a quick score check around the grounds on these games that count. We have got softball Far North Queensland leading Wynnum 6-0 in the top of 6. We've got Redlands Green up over Brisbane White 2-0. And we've got Brisbane Red leading New Zealand 2-0. So if those scores remain unchanged, we will have a top 2 clash of Brisbane Red and Far North Queensland. Whatever that game ends up being, we'll have it live to you here at 10 a.m. from Caboolture Softball Association. We look forward to seeing you then.